The latest data shows a broad slowdown in price growth across key sectors, aligning with the South African Reserve Bank's goal of stabilizing inflation at its 4.5% target midpoint. Many expect this will be enough for the Reserve Bank to cut rates next month.
There's a compelling case. Actually, they do not have any excuse not to cut rates. So as a minimum, I expect a 25 basis point cut. And I think we might even have an outside chance for a 50 basis point.
Consumer prices rose 4.6% in July, much lower than June's 5.1% and lower than what economists had expected.
This inflation figure not only provides impetus for the Reserve Bank to cut rates, it also signals relief to millions of South Africans that have been struggling with the cost of living crisis. The food component of the CPI basket has dropped significantly. In November 2023, food inflation was sitting at 9%. Today, it stands at 4.5%.
We could start celebrating a short-term reprieve for consumers. They will see some benefit from lower interest rates for a while, but there are still major hurdles to be overcome, both domestically and internationally, especially with regard to public debt.
In the meantime, local currency gains have helped limit price increases, especially on fuel. This will also ease pressure on both households and businesses.
We are seeing that salary increases are averaging around 6% this year. And if you then think about an average headline CPI of about 4.6 is what my current forecast suggests for this year, you're starting to talk about a notable real increase in your wage. And that could start to give that extra purchasing power, for households to do something extra, be it, additional appliance or maybe looking at a holiday and so on.
With the inflation outlook improving and the currency environment remaining supportive, all eyes are now on the Reserve Bank's next meeting in September. If a rate cut is announced, it could mark the beginning of a new easing cycle, providing much-needed economic stimulus. Smishra Nadu, CGTN, Johannesburg.